Hey everyone, it's time for Good Week Israel, where we'll bring you the most positive highlights from this week at ILTV. Get ready to smile because coming up, an Israeli girl makes an unusual pet friend. The City of David Sifting Project finds an amazing glimpse into the First Temple period life. And stay tuned because we'll be learning some Hebrew slang with Gadot. The City of David Sifting Project has just uncovered yet another rare glimpse into Jerusalem's history. Hannah Rifkin reporting.
In an archaeological excavation operated by the Israel Antiquities Authority, a new ancient discovery has been made in Jerusalem, right next to the Holy Western Wall. The newfound discovery is a limestone weight, which dates back to the First Temple period and is equivalent to the unit measurement of 2 shekels, according to the Israel Antiquities Authority.
על המשקולת חרוטים סימנים שמייצגים את האות שין ושני קווים לציון 2 שקל. המשקולת שוקלת 23 גרם, ואנחנו יודעים ששקל בודד שקל כ-11.5 גרם.
According to Dr. Monikendam Givon, the Temple Mount area was sure to be in a constant bustle all year round as trading would be in full swing between locals and pilgrims for sacrifices, offerings, among other things. A significant discovery, solidifying hope and strength for the Jewish people and their connection with Jerusalem and the Western Wall, according to Mordechai Eliav, director of Western Wall Heritage Foundation. He goes on to say, quote, "How exciting, in the month of Tishrei, whose symbol is the scales of justice, to find a souvenir from the First Temple period."
And if you've traveled in Israel, you've probably wondered about this massive place off a highway that kind of looks like an amusement park or maybe just a well-lit distant city. Well, it's neither. It's actually a leading cement manufacturer in Israel, and ILTV went to check it out.
Today we're going to visit a place that's one of the most advanced of its kind in the entire world. The place is so massive you can see it from many miles away.
Now, I've been seeing this place from a distance for many years now, on the highway, and from far it looks like an amusement park with roller coasters. At night it's lit. But now we're here, we're going to get to the bottom of it. Tell me what it's all about.
Well, it's good that you asked because this is actually a secret base where we launch space shuttles into space.
Really? This is going to be more interesting than I thought.
He's obviously just kidding. We're actually standing in the visitor center of Israel's leading cement manufacturer, which has been around since way back in 1925. Nesher's Visitor Center welcomes visitors from all over the globe to see the plant and learn about the wonderful world of cement.
A lot of you may not know this, but there is just one place in Israel that is responsible for most of the cement production, which basically means you'll find their cement used in structures all over the country.
Nesher's flagship plant is the Ramla plant, which is one of the largest in the world, both in terms of production and in advanced technology.
Now there's so much going on behind us. It's places like this that makes you feel so small.
The Ramla plant produces approximately 5 million tons of cement per year, supplying almost the entire country. So how does it work? Well, we need to enter the facility to find that out. First off, it's important to look the part, and that means wearing the proper safety gear. Okay, now we're ready.
This huge hall over here is called a stacker reclaimer. This is where we mix the limestone and the clay and make sure that they're uniform in terms of chemical composition before we place them in the kiln.
Cement is basically a blend of materials and minerals from the earth, including limestone and clay. Here we can see chunks of these stones entering the factory.
The way we mix the material is by layers. The bottom layer of the pile here is material quarried about a week ago. And as you move up, the layers of the pile become more recently quarried material. So after we build up the pile, we actually scrap the material off from the side of the pile. All the stones from the various layers fall underground and conveyed into the center of the hall, in which they fall into an underground conveyor, which goes to the next step of the production process.
So the second stage occurs underground?
Yeah, there's an underground conveyor which takes the uniform mixture of material into the next step of the production.
In the next stage, the limestone and clay blend are grinded into a fine powder and fed into the kiln.
In the kiln, they meet a very high temperature, about 1500 degrees centigrade. and they're transformed into a new mineral called clinker. Clinker is a part of cement that gives it its strength. Now, in order to reach such high temperatures, we need to use a lot of fuel. In the past, we used only fossil fuels, but in the last few years, we're shifting away from fossil fuels into using more and more alternative fuels.
Sustainability is one of Nesher's core values, and it shows in their Ramla plant, which incorporates environmentally friendly manufacturing technologies throughout the process.
What I'm holding here used to be in the trash can of your home or maybe someone else's home, but it's sorted municipal waste.
So this is just specific kinds of waste, paper, dry.
The waste is sorted, and the parts of the waste which are suitable as fuel, like plastic, plastic bags, paper, yard waste, cardboard, whatever.
In the past 2 decades, Nesher has invested over $500 million in upgrading its production infrastructure in order to make the process more efficient and sustainable.
Nowadays, about 20% of the fuels that we use are alternative fuels. In the future, we hope to double that amount and reach 40% and even more. In order to produce these alternative wastes, Nesher and its partners built a very large waste sorting facility in which the RDF is produced.
The refuse-derived fuel, or the RDF, is what makes this all possible.
These huge towers here in the back, which people are always curious about them.
What kind of crazy nightclub is happening there?
Exactly, and all the lights that people see driving around at nighttime. These are actually energy-saving devices. These help the facility to be more energy and environmentally efficient. What's going on in there is that the limestone is heated up before entering the kiln. The hot gases from the kiln are routed into the bottom of the tower, and then as they rise up, they heat up the limestone, which is fed at the top and falls via gravitation to the bottom of the tower.
This process saves the factory a huge amount of energy.
So everything we just witnessed outside, all the method to make cement, is all controlled from this room right here?
Yeah, everything is actually controlled from over here. 3 people can run this entire facility. You know, people often think of the cement industry as a low-tech industry where, you know, we grind stones and mix them up. Actually, it's a high-tech industry.
You know what, after today, I think we could all get a better understanding of how much of a huge role the factory played in building the country of Israel, what we can see, what it is today.
Yeah, that's true. It's impossible to have a modern lifestyle without cement.
All right, now some very exciting news for Israeli company Blue White Robotics, which in spite of the coronavirus pandemic has just announced that it'll be opening a command and control center at the Tech Garden in Syracuse, New York. New York Governor Cuomo himself applauding the move, signed with assistance from the state and through private investments. Now, Blue and White Robotics, based in Tel Aviv, develops a robot-as-a-service platform for the operation of multi-autonomous robot and drone systems. And it's used primarily in agriculture, public transportation, energy, mining, and emergency first response. But specifically, the platform allows for a centralized command and control of complex data-driven operations that utilize multiple air and ground-based unmanned vehicles. And the company says that for its upcoming New York facility, they plan to station their operations, marketing, and sales teams at a cost of a little over $4 million. Okay, now if you're like me and you enjoy an evening at the theater, you're probably also missing live performances of all kinds, including opera. Well, you're in luck because Israel's opera organization is providing virtual concerts that you can enjoy from your living room couch. They've developed an on-demand section on their website and even a games platform with trivia questions about famous operas throughout history. Let's take a look at a performance from La Bohème, featuring Yael Keret on piano and Alla Vasilevitsky. The next story is about one girl in southern Israel that has a pet you might not expect, a python. Take a look. 8-year-old Imbar likes to cool off in her small backyard pool in Israel with her favorite swimming buddy, her pet python. The 11-foot yellow serpent named Belle is one of her family's many pets living happily together on an animal sanctuary in an agricultural community in southern Israel.
I don't really like them. I used to, but now I don't. But when I see my little sister having so much fun and connecting in such a good way to all the animals, especially snakes, it makes me feel happy.
She was named after Belle, the female character in Walt Disney's popular animated film Beauty and the Beast, who dons a yellow ball gown in a famous dance scene in the movie.
היא עוזרת לי להעביר את הזמן כי אני אוהבת מאוד להיות עם נחשים, ולפעמים אני עוזרת לנחשים גם להשיל והכל, ואני עוזרת להיות שמחים בקורונה.
Inbal said Belle is good company during coronavirus lockdowns that have kept schools closed over the past few weeks.
Because of the corona, and we know that Inbar like to swim a lot. And Belle is so big now for the bath. So the idea was to put Belle inside in the pool with Inbar, so they can both will be occupied, you know.
Sarit Regev, Inbal's mother, said the two grew up together.
I see it very natural because Inbar raised with all these animals, and she's raised with the snakes. When Inbar was little, she swam inside the bath with the snake, and now she's grown up, and the snake got bigger, so they swim together in the pool. It's very natural for us.
And there's no denying that having companionship during this time is positive, no matter what shape or size, even if it has scales. And why did the ibex cross the road? I bet that's something you don't hear every day. A herd of some 80 Nubian ibexes were recorded this week crossing Highway 90 in the Dead Sea Valley within minutes. Apparently, mating season is upon us, and during that time, the animals often travel in large groups. The video was captured by Avner Rinot, a member of the Society for the Protection of Nature in Israel. And now on a similar note, a pod of 15 dolphins has been spotted off the coast of Ashkelon in southern Israel. Take a look. Women from all over the country come together to compete in the ultimate obstacle course on the Ninja Israel TV show. But how they train to get ready for this isn't your typical gym. There's a studio right here in Tel Aviv that's built just for it, where people can actually experience most of the obstacles firsthand. ILTV's Emmanuel Gadot went to check out Oren Melul's Ninja Tel Aviv studio to bring out her inner ninja.
So we all know I'm not the working out type, but I'm about to get the inner ninja kicked out of me at the Ninja Tel Aviv studio with Oren Melul. Let's go.
Manuel, welcome to Ninja Tel Aviv.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. I've heard so much about it. We've done Krav Maga, we've done TRX, we've done everything, but this is your new studio. Tell me a little bit about it.
So the Ninja Warrior show just started in Israel not so long ago, and now it's like a very big thing here. So we decided to open this concept and let people actually try those real obstacles in real time. The concept of this new gym is actually transform people to ninjas through Ninja Warrior, through self-defense, Krav Maga, which is very classic Israeli martial art, and classic fitness. But we believe that every person should awaken this inner ninja inside of him, mentally and physically.
All right, so do people have to be physically fit, experienced, or have tried any of these obstacles to come and participate? How does it work?
Yes, it's true. In order to take the classic ninja classes, you already have to be physically capable and in pretty good shape because these are not easy. They're pretty intense. You have to hold yourself up in the air and move from one, handle and one obstacle to the other, jumps. These are basically, yes, not easy stuff.
This is life-threatening situations if you don't have any upper body strength.
We can call it like this.
The Ninja Tel Aviv studio is literally all hooked up with all of the facilities and the obstacles that you can see on the Ninja show in real life.
Like the steppers, the flying stairs, swings, flying bars, a lot of other fun obstacles.
Why talk about it when we can show you? Real life ninjas are joining us in the studio today that participated in the Ninja Israel TV show, and they're going to demonstrate some of these crazy obstacles.
I'm so excited to be here, and let's start Ninja Tel Aviv.
I think we can get started.
Yeah.
So every Ninja episode starts with the steppers. Very classic obstacle of the Ninja. We're gonna have Amor demonstrating to us, and then I want you, Emmanuel, to give it a shot. Amor, let's go. There you go. So as you can see, Amor was jumping from one stepper to the other. She was helping herself with hands. There are different techniques of doing it, but the most classic and simple one, you want to make it safe, not fall to the water, right? So simply hold yourself, bend your knees with your hands, send the close hand and the close leg, push yourself up, and land softly from one stepper to the other. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Let's see it.
I didn't technically stick to the technique that Oren told me to, but, well, I still did it.
So he's trying to tell me that they're going to jump from this swing to this swing. Let's get serious. There's no chance this is going to happen.
So
this is a distance.
It is actually 9.5 feet, which in meters, 3 and a little bit meters.
Let's go watch you do this.
Yeah, let's just see a kid doing it.
All right, he got a little lucky. Let's move on to the next obstacle.
The next obstacle, which is going to be a very also classic one, which we call the flying stairs. You move from one stairs, you have to climb the stairs up, but yes, with your hands. Ninja, it's a lot of upper body strength. You can see Amor is a climber. She has no problem whatsoever just to stay on one hand. For her, it's just like resting. These are actually techniques to make yourself not lose too much of strength, upper body strength, because you're hanging yourself also with your legs.
I genuinely feel like people are like trying to die in this place. Like that wasn't healthy. That wasn't healthy for my heart rate. That wasn't healthy to watch or to participate in. Try not to die throughout life, okay? Make that a goal of yours. Okay.
You have to move yourself through those, little poles, which you call
through.
Not
like,
through.
Like through them?
Not through, but
because this is pretty elegant over here. But not jumping on them. What are you putting your feet on?
So here we have Danielle. Show us.
We shall see.
Just a casual, typical day in the office here at Ninja Tel Aviv. And then there's me.
Made a new friend. We blend into this new studio very nicely. Whatever. Let's go. Oh yeah. I just strained my neck muscle. I hate exercising. I got this. I got this. Iggy, come here, come over here. Thank you. I'm struggling. This is the true struggle of a ninja warrior. I've worked really hard, not compared to his at all. Mine look like baby fetuses that have just been born.
Emmanuel, I think the real reason why you were not able to jump this 3-meter swing is because you didn't have chalk. So
The only reason, not one of the reasons.
to be honest, yes.
The only reason, because I'm strong.
You are. So let's give it a shot.
Don't look at me like that. I'm strong.
Blow on it. Stronger. There you go. Now show it to the camera.
Look, it's magic.
Yeah.
I should have taken my rings off. My hands are chalked up. There's no reason I shouldn't be able to do this. And see Ninja Tel Aviv. Ninja Tel Aviv.
All right, moving on, our final story tonight, Wonder Woman and Israeli Hollywood star Gal Gadot is making headlines again after first stirring the public with the announcement of her new role as the Ptolemaic ruler of Egypt, Cleopatra. But this time, Gadot is in the limelight sharing some Hebrew slang on Instagram with her crew from Vanity Fair. Take a look.
That's a good one. Para para means cow, cow. And it's basically when you go and you do something, you do it para para. You do it slowly but surely, one step at a time. Para para, cow, cow. This one I use all the time. Bli ayin hara. Bli ayin hara in English means no evil eye, and that's basically what it means, against evil eye. Bli ayin hara. I also add bli ayin hara, khamsa, 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 khamsa. Two. Against evil eye. Bli ayin hara.
All right, that's it for today's Good Week Israel. I hope we've helped you start your week off with a smile. I'm Nittany Manson. I'll see you next week.